Hey guys, welcome back. It's Grimreaper for another video for Raid Shadows. Today we're going to do a video on 3 vs 3 offense. We're going to go back over my teams and I will show you some of the builds as well. We're going to do best out of 10. As you can see, I have 10 tokens. We're going to do my best anyway to get through 10. Hopefully this video is not too long. We are, at the moment, we're at 997 points, so we're quite safe. So we're probably going to do between 5 to 10 fights and just see how far we can get. As you can see, we have quite a few teams already on the go, and as you can see, these are my defenses. I've changed it a little bit from last week, but we have the same more or less defenses. So I think we replaced Brognin the Priest this week with Lydia, which is something I like to do. And as you can see, at the moment for 5 fights, I've lost 3-0 here, which Lone Hero is a decent player. And then we got 2 from the same one who lost to me 2-1 on both times. Then we lost 2-1 here, so 1-2-1 here, and then we also beat Death 2-1 here, who had a Taurus. Not too sure how we're beating Nutcracker, if I'm honest, or how we beat a Himarini or whatever her name is, so it's very interesting to see. So they must have just got locked out and just thought it was going to be faster or something. I'm not too sure what was going through their minds, but you know, my defenses are not super hard to do. They are a little bit different, so it's probably hard that is what's won them. Look at this guy, he's got 2 Ultimate Death Knights. So I'm going to start from around, I'm just going to tap people that I know I can beat. And that's the first thing, a strategy, right, is you want to tap people that you know you can beat. I've tried lining up champions that I'm just going to use regularly, like there's not a lot of champions here. I do try and keep my team small as possible. I don't want to build teams big as possible. So I don't ever really do them on auto. These are farming teams, so just ignore these teams. But yeah, they're kind of useful for farming. So at the top he has a Basha, so it's walk like a Leo as well, so we're going to use this. This is going to drop my speed quite a bit by the blessing, and sheep as well, so we just have to be careful. Leo. Number 2 has a Baron, so I'm going to put my Baron up against his Baron with a Warlord. And then team 3 is a bit orthodox, so we'll most likely need to change this. We have got a Taurus and UK here, which is a little bit of a different team. It's a bit difficult to take on. So we've got Duchess 1 up here, we've got Duchess 2 here. Just trying to think the best way to try and counter this, because he does have a big hitter on that, and I've got both of my Warlords in use already. You know what, I think that Rose can handle a hit from Baron. We've got a Stone Skin here, so I'm probably going to bring in Lydia, because why not? I think Lydia would give me the bolster that we need, and Rose is going to be the nuke. I kind of feel like we need something else, and maybe Python actually, just for the double bolster. Yeah, let's go with that, and I think slowly and surely we'll win this one. At the top here, we're going to do my best Warlord, but it's going to be straight up RNG first because of Taurus. Taurus makes this pretty hard to counter, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get plenty of wins and do my best to achieve plenty of wins. And so we got resisted there, which was a bit unlucky, so somehow still able to lock out his Basha. So I don't know if he's speed tuned or anything, because he has got Blessing on his side as well. And I'm able to take out Arbiter and Leo quite well. So Arbiter and Basha already. I've lost mine. I think I'm actually just gonna lose this because of fact he's in Stone Skin, which is actually a bit different, but it kind of works sometimes, you know, and can give you a bit of a hard time. So we'll see. Obviously speed teams are very squishy. Yeah, so I've lost this one. unfortunately that's a bit shit, and isn't great news for me. So and now I'm on the back foot, right? Because I've got to try and end this pretty quickly. For some reason we weak it really weak there, so I'm not too sure what happened. It didn't say it was cleansed first, which is interesting. I don't actually want to take her out that fast because I can't even waste, but I think we're gonna left with no choice really. Baron's hitting pretty hard, as you could tell. We lost quite a bit of HP already. I'm going to try and come round for his Necrid now and just get some damage into his Necrid, if I'm honest. So, it's a little bit risky using buffs on her, from Lydia, because of the sheep. And obviously, passive doesn't work, right? So, right now, if I'm honest, things are not looking for me good here either. I don't really tend to lose a lot of fights. I don't take crazy teams on like Taurus and Marisha. I don't try to be a hero, right? We have that saying in England, don't try to be a hero. I think it's really important to understand what your roster could do. I think that's the first part of being quite successful in live arena. So at the moment, Rodus is kind of hitting like a daisy, which is not good news for me. And his Baron is looking like Hulk right now. So hopefully we can turn this back round and hopefully we don't drop points. Obviously we've already lost, so we're not going to benefit from that much from this fight. Unfortunately, that's just a bit meh and stuff like that. So we'll do our best. And then so I need to take out his Necrid, right? Because if we take his Necrid, then we're looking damn good. Can actually probably come back round for his Baron. Just a whisker. Just need a little bit more from my thingy. So there we are. Leo. She tried blocking, so she tried to revive. She's come in, sorted us out, and now I have 4 turns to try and take out his Duchess and Baron, right? So it's looking quite good for me. I'm going to heal up in case Baron does A3 because it is due roughly soon. We still got the A2 as well. Yeah, so he's going to do his big ability, takes out Leo, he takes out Lydia for sure. And then I'm just going to be able to one here. There's no point wasting an A3 on Baron. He's squishy. He's going to fall over pretty well to pretty much most people, unfortunately. Obviously, you can't be good at everything. So, this is the fight that's going to be the difference between us. And it's started pretty damn bad for me already. And yeah, let's see. Okay, we don't get a lockout. I think I've just been 3%ed on top of that. So, not too sure why we're not being nuked there. Why Baron didn't go down. I think it's because I actually got a decent bolster on, I suppose. Actually gonna save the A3 just in case Pythion revives. I didn't see if he got locked out or not. Don't think he did. And then we hit auto. Okay, so not a good start, but we saved it in the end and not losing that extraordinary points, which is okay, right? So beat Civic Raid before in plat pushing, but not so much this time. Speed team was quite good, to be fair. So at the top we have got speed team versus speed team. Obviously I got Hedgie, so I should more or less win that. We've got Aronis down here with UDK and Duchess, which is going to be a bit annoying. And then we have Mortimer Carp and stuff like that. So I'm actually coming with this team. This team's a bit dangerous against Mortimer Carp, but if we can end it pretty quickly, it's going to be a win. If we don't end it pretty quickly, it'll be a win to him. Obviously, with most teams, it's dangerous anyway, so it doesn't matter how you really do it. We're actually going to come in with a go second team with UDK, Duchess. There isn't no AoE nuker here, so I don't really need a bolster set, but Cardio has one anyway, so that's just extra useful. And then Turvolt will do his thing. We'll aim for the 2 revivers first and just hope for see UDK just hold off Rhodas long enough for me to have effect of that. And that's just like the simple game plan, right? So with using Hedgie, you want to use the fastest. You want A1 the fastest if they're fasting you. So if his ARP is faster than my ARP, which is the case, we're gonna A1. Now if you're not too sure, just A1 anyway, right? If you crit, obviously if you have too much critical rate on your Hedgie, you're most likely gonna still go second because you're gonna set off his Cycle of Revenge, right, on the masteries. So just bear that in mind. Now we can do the AoE because we've locked him out, and that's the perks I'm on the Warlord. So ideally we are able to nuke here, which we do, and then we're gonna stay in this because I actually haven't set up Arbiter's A2 on the auto, and we get resisted, so we gotta hit auto there. He can't kill me because my Leo's Unkillable hasn't been set off yet, so that's gonna be quite decent. He's also got Fear as well, which is gonna be quite effective, and we just wait for this Unkillable to kind of just wear off. And then Grim takes it 1-0, right? So it's advantage to me. If you win the first fight, it's advantage to you. So second Warlord, we're gonna A3 strip. Now I didn't check if I had much sheep, and that's something I should be checking, because if they got too much sheep, then I should be using my high resist Kaimar, not high accuracy Kaimar, right? That's 2-0 me. Pretty damn efficient so far. Duchess is gonna go first. That's actually bonus for me. She took a turn, so I don't need to worry about reaction. She does have Swift Parry, unfortunately. Seeming to be becoming more popular right now these days, so it is what it is. It doesn't really matter anyway because we've got Stone Skin, and then we are gonna just A3 her, and obviously his Pythian will revive anyway, and I'll just simply try and put Duchess back into the ground to keep the pressure on his revives and stuff like that, right? And that's really important to kind of know, is we want to put much pressure on his revivers, so we are cycling through our turns as fast as possible, but he is being slowed down. So obviously with UDK, once he runs out of Stone Skin, so you see how I'm not doing an A3, I'm already got a critical rate buff for 1 turn. There's no point putting extra and just outrunning the bolster, right? So try and think about that. And once he outruns that Stone Skin, then I'm probably going to take out UDK with that. And that's what I've learned with Turvolt, is he hits hard enough to take out UDK. If you got a good build on it, right? Now I don't have crazy build on him. I do have a fairly good build, so that's something that I will take into consideration. Okay, so as you can see, we take out quite a bit of health and UDK. We're now gonna buff up. Nope, we got feared. And then obviously Rhodas is the next biggest threat. UDK is not really a threat from me right now, so I'm just gonna A3 into this and take this as 3-0, and then we'll clean up UDK afterwards. So I never target UDK, right, because I'm gonna try to take him out anyway with the first hit, and sometimes that's possible. So as you can see, easy 3-0, not too long, right? Secondly as well, we have another speed team, and Sirius is a bit more like meh. I can beat that third team with quite a few teams, Don't need a speed team there, but is it easy? It kind of looks like it's an easy win for a speed team as well, if I'm honest. We have a Nutcracker there with double Pythian and Duchess. That's definitely going to be quite a hard team. And we have another speed team down the bottom, so that's something to kind of keep an eye on, right? So I'm actually going to hedgy Sifi here and then just try and take him out. This is going to be a bit of a difficult one for my speed team, kind of pushing it a bit far. But you got to try, right? So we'll do that. And then we're going to leave... okay, so Nutcracker can ignore pretty much Stone Skin and stuff like that. So it's going to be a difficult one either way. I think I'm going to come down with this one. And then up the top, we're actually going to do what I was mentioning earlier, where we can just build one of the most consistent teams, which I built a 3 vs 3 guide on. The triple trio I've called it, and yeah, kind of just done that. Obviously, we could actually do this without the speed lead as well. And stuff like that, but it is an AoE nuker, so I'm going to just take the veil anyway. We've got 1 bolster, 1 stone skin and 1 protection, so we might lose someone if Leo hits hard enough, but it's not empowered, so I'm not too worried about it. If I lose any of these fights, I think it's going to be 2 or 3. So yeah, the first team I'm quite confident I'm going to win. I think it will still take a while to win because I think this team is just slow, right? My offense team is quite slow, so that's something I will take into consideration. We don't sheep there, which is a bit annoying. Actually, should have took out Leo first, actually, because I took out. That was a bit annoying to make, because I could have actually just did the other ability there, so that was a bit annoying. Obviously, we remove Stone Skin anyway. So I probably went a bit too fast in here and was probably a little bit too confident that I'm going to win this. So that's something to kind of bear in mind. I've just made it a little bit more difficult. Luckily, I'm going to be able to redeem myself and take him there. And then we'll work on Mephala, right? And just kind of deal with Mephala here as well. And just take a... easy win, I suppose, right? 1 minute fight, 58 seconds, not too shabby. Now I didn't check again if there was sheep, so really not paying attention as I should be, if I'm honest. Nutcracker is thinking he's gonna put me into the ground, and I'm thinking I'm not gonna give you a chance. Hopefully Baron deals with this straight away. Man, that is nutty. Mr. Baron comes in and deals with him, right? So as you can probably tell, I kind of really like using Warlords against UK. I think it's just an easy way, and I try not to take many buffs as possible. So it's one of the things I try and do to give myself a bit of an easier chance. The thing that makes this more annoying, or makes it harder, is actually Sifi and In Harmony, right? They just kind of make it a bit annoying. So hopefully they'll leave my Unkillable alone. And I always do the A3 over the A2 with Leo, just to be safe. So they're dead. She's gonna take me out, but you know what? It's okay anyway, because we can just simply revive. Ah, I forgot about Lydia. Okay. Now that is turn the tables because I forgot about Lydia. You see how good Lydia is? It's like, can kind of just turn the tables like that. UK is back up and now I'm in trouble. Try and slow down Sifi because I really don't want In Harmony back up if we can avoid it. Now I'm just gonna try and stop them buffing up like that. Okay, this is not good because now he has a massive advantage over me. Absolutely insane advantage, and I deserve to lose this. cocked it up pretty bad. And it looks like I'm having a bad day in the office, as we say in England. I don't feel like I'm going to win this. She's going to take aim out. At least she won't do the A3. I really need a big hit now, please, Mr. Leo. Okay, so we've got the block reviving there. Leo's just been slept, obviously, because of that. So that's made things well more awkward. And now they've just made it. This is really becoming difficult for me. It's just even worse. Okay, I'm gonna give it to him. I made a mistake. I should have won that. That was my mistake, and I need to improve on that, right? I can't afford to make mistakes like that when I'm this high, and that's as simple as it is. I've got to be better than that, and I shouldn't be making mistakes. I'm going to avoid this one because it's a little bit annoying. 2 more speed teams, that's fine. We're going to go like this, simple, and hopefully redeem myself and get myself on a bit of a run here, right? Because that's what I'd like to see. Bit of a run, and that's what I expect for myself. So we're gonna actually hedgy him, and then I'm gonna come down here with go second team against Rantu, against Hedgie and Marantu, and hopefully get some sheeps, and then the normal speed team at the top. So hopefully we can redeem ourselves here. Let me know down in the comments what you think about these 3vs3 videos, if you like them or not, if you find them useful. And stuff like that. I try and make different arena content as possible. I'm going to start doing a few more showcases. I don't really like making free live arena videos. If I'm honest, I think they just take a very long time, and it's a long recording and long for editing and stuff like that. And I think it's really hard to do a showcase on a certain champion like I want to do one of Torment, and I just don't then get the speed teams that I want, or the teams that I want to use Torment, right? So then I could just lose a load, and it just kind of beats the purpose there. So that's something that I'm kind of trying to rethink. So obviously it has a Valkyrie in here, which is a bit annoying, but I'm able to lock him out pretty like so. It's okay having a warlord, but I don't feel like a stone skin warlord is any good, if I'm honest, because like in go second teams it works, right? But in a speed team, you're just slowing yourself down. So you're kind of just asking to be hedged, stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah, we'll do that like so. Okay, so it's 2-0, and just need to take the last game. Obviously Rose will cleanse himself, so I'm not too bothered about that. Or he won't actually, because of the Rantu. So that was a big hit. Okay, so I'm going to be able to cleanse here, and for sure this is going to bring me back into it. Like, I'm just going to sleep in like that, and wait for the opportunity. We'll sleep Rantu as well, why not? Seafy Abuser, why not? We'll take out Arbiter. I will take out Rantu. We hit auto. I go to sleep, go get a beer, open it, drink it, and just wait for this team to demolish him. And I'm back on a winning result, right? Which is the most important bit. So obviously, with all the content and stuff like that in Raid, it's very hard to make solid 3 versus 3 teams and offense. And I think you kind of now got to think a bit outside the box, learn your teams, be good as much as possible with your teams, and practice. Like, for example, these two I feel quite comfortable with, Thomas and Marishka. I can beat Taurus Grimreaper. I know how to counter Taurus Grimreaper. I just don't want to put myself through that stress and worry about all that, right? So for me, it makes no point. Here, this is a bit of a difficult one as well because we have a Rose here and we have a Cardiel. So this is a little bit different. Sorry, not a Rose. Yeah, we have a Rose, a Warlord. So this is a little bit difficult for me with this team. And they're all speed teams. They all go second teams in some sense. Like even this team's a bit iffy somehow. So this is gonna kind of stretch my Duchess because my arena teams are built around Duchesses. So it's kind of gonna stretch me a little bit. I kind of feel like that this is the easier one, and I feel like I do need my Warlord here. I feel like I could Warlord this as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with UDK here, which will free up my Stone Skin Duchess. We'll bring in my fast Warlord, which is this one. I'm most likely gonna be faster. I'm actually gonna bring in. Now I would need thingy down here. Maybe we take double nuke because I do have Stone Skin Duchess. It's kind of interesting. Do I take UDK? It's like extra protection. Yeah, let's take UDK, and then I will take in Yannicka as well. I think Yannika's an interesting one, right? You're probably thinking, why Yannicka? It's just like she's pretty strong against everyone else. She has got a really good build on her, and she's quite fast. She's like 208, so for my account, it's quite fast for nukers. Down here is an interesting one because we also have a UDK. We do have in Harmony as well. Rose doesn't really fit in this, so kind of gonna go that. So yeah, that's 1, 2. Okay, so Cardiel. I think we're actually gonna take my other Warlord in. We can go Warlord, Cardiel, Duchess, Tervolt. We can lock out the revivers and then I can focus on her. And I'm hoping that'll work. I need my fast Warlord here, my slow one here, and Tervolt to come in down the bottom. He's up there. And then I need to focus on this team here. So we've got Candy and stuff like that. So we're actually gonna throw in triple revive. So we're actually gonna bring in my Raglim, so she'll cleanse from this. I feel like we'll be okay because we have got one Pythion. And then I'm gonna bring in a. Yeah, I feel like Rose will be fine. If I set off her passive, I've got triple revive, which is fine. I think we actually go Warlord. We got a lead here. She's high resist, so yeah, I think we'll go that way. I feel like we'll be okay, so we'll see. Depends on how many times we get petrified. So I'm pretty confident that we've got enough resistance on her to deal with her accuracy. So everyone takes a turn. That's good news for me because of the revive. Sorry, because of reaction. So that's something we'll bear in mind. We're A1 here. Let's try to sleep there. We don't. Obviously, we wasn't going to sleep anyway, but you know, old habits die hard, right? Obviously, we'll also cleanse ourselves, which is nice. It's nice to have that little bit of a cleanse. It's not. I don't feel like it's broken anymore. It used to be, but with all the champions coming out and stuff like that, I think it's definitely far from broken. We'll heal our roast a little bit, and then we'll put block buffs as well, just to keep them busy. Rodus is really unlucky, so that's annoying. We're gonna have to set off the passive to get it going. sleep it, and then try to set it off. Oh look, I just figured something else. If you sleep Lydia when she's asleep, and you give it extra turn, it just extra turn, right? I already knew that. It was a bit savvy, right? Like a lot of people don't know that. That was a little bit savvy move, but easy way to counter Lydia, right? And a passive. So don't tell me I don't teach you anything, guys. Okay, so we're waiting for Rose to obviously come back round. The more Rose starts coming in here, the more he gets. The longer this fight goes on, the stronger Rose gets. Simple. Even with Candy being good affinity, I feel like I have a really solid build on my Pythian to keep me into this. So obviously we'll want to try to keep Rose alive much as possible, but we do have really fast revive champions. And she has 2, she has 3. So yeah, definitely really useful. We're gonna get extra turn here, which is lovely. I'm actually gonna take out Marishka outside Lifebane, which we do. Wait A1 there, like so, and then not lucky enough to get a extra turn. And then I'm just gonna deal with Mr. Candy much as possible before Lydia's passive kicks back in. So that's 1-0 Grim. That's what we like to see. Again, another stone skin. Warlord, which is fine actually. Like this team, it makes sense to have a stone skin Warlord. So I'm actually going to take out Cardio because it could be high resist. I wasn't paying attention. And then I'm going to play that ability. We didn't have attack up, but this team is not really meant to be used together like Yannicka is a live arena. Live arena champion build, so it kind of doesn't fit with my 3v3 right now. So she does kind of fit with the other Duchess, right, because it's faster, but I needed the bolster set in the third team. So as you can see, Yannicka was quite effective there. I actually took Yannicka as well because I was expecting a bolster set, but it wasn't the case. So we're gonna come in here, we take out Hema, or Hemi, whatever her name is. It's like the worst champion in the game right now. That Pythian's quite slow, so you know we obviously set off reaction, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. We still got the Warlord to kind of keep us in, and that's why we like Warlord in here, because he lock them out. And we can deal with this site, so I'm not actually worried about the piggy right now, because if Cardiel's ally attack comes back around fast enough, we should be alright, which is what I'm kind of banking on. So, and most people set up Pythians A2 over the A3, so that's something to bear in mind. So as you see, I was kind of right about UK, and we just hit too hard, and we take this to 3-0. Overall, actually solid defenses. I can't say anything wrong. Obviously, as an attacker, I have the advantage, right? And I see what he has, so I can counter what he has. So the offense the person always has the advantage over the defense. And it's kind of hard to win defenses in 3v3 and classic arenas, and if you do, GG, you know, just keep up and make sure it stays consistent, change your teams and stuff like that. Maybe you can learn something here from today as well. Okay, so these are very interesting teams actually. It's got double revive in Mortimer Carp. I don't really like double Mortimer Carp that well together. So I'm actually going to take... It's kind of a hard one because I could possibly take this and just take a single nuke as well, which will take him. The problem is just like after that, it doesn't really give me anything. This one's gonna be complete speed team, by the way. Okay, I think that's like probably the best bet, right? I could go in with Rose as well, but Rose will just take time, being weak affinity. I kind of want Cardia down here as well, so I think we're gonna swap them around. I think that I'm actually gonna go with double nuke here. Don't know how I feel about double nuke. It's definitely something interesting. So we're gonna go Duchess, Sifi, and I'm gonna bring him in. I'm gonna bring a Warlord here because I don't want Contraxa to start going off. She's not actually a bad champion. She's just really hard to use because she's so squishy. This is a problem about really good AoE champions, sorry, single nukes and like good AoE like Baron and stuff. It's just really hard to keep them alive, right? So yeah, like you know, we could actually come in with UDK as well. I actually feel like we clean them up. We have a Necrid, but with a Warlord I just feel like we'd be fine. And there's no revive here, so I should be able to get rid of Rose at some point. I don't know, it's an iffy team, so we'll just find out on that one. This one I just need to take my time, make sure I don't use any AoEs, and at the top is just going to be a typical traditional speed team. So I've already freed up my second Warlord. We're going to have Mr. Hedgie, and we're actually going to get a Leo as well. I just really like Leo in speed teams. Without unkillable, it's kind of useful. So anyway, it's Friday night, we're having a beer. Cheers to everyone. So Saturday night, hopefully you're all having a great weekend. Hopefully you're getting great shard balls. I don't know how you guys are getting on with the fusion. I'm doing quite well. I'm actually trying to skip this summon event, which is kind of interesting, right? And I'm trying to win one of the classic arena takeover. Classic arena fights. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for, and hopefully we'll concede that as well. So yeah, that's what we'll hope for. So we'll see. I was kind of hoping to get Necrid at the same time, but it wasn't possible. Trunda is really like difficult champion to deal with because she's not meta, but you know she hits hard. Especially against speed teams, it's still quite risky to do, which I should have really thought about. So hey, as long as she doesn't take out my Arbiter, I should be okay. As he says, it should be. It's a long revive, Grim. That's another thing about Arbiter. It's a long revive. Okay, so we'll take her out. One more Warlord to come back around as possible. We'll take out Necrid. Oh, don't get him. Yeesh, that was a very daunting time there. Really need to get rid of this Necrid. This is the problem. Atrunda's hitting like 60k a piece. It's kind of awkward. Okay, try and stand. Okay, he's going for Hedgie. He's gone for Hedgie, chat. We're getting away with this. Hopefully, we do have a decreased attack. I'm gonna try and knock her turn meter back. We do give her a decreased speed. So I'm gonna try and knock it back again. Are we down again? For this time, it's gonna be quite substantial. Don't get a cooldown on that ability either, which is kind of awkward. I think, I don't know, it's kind of turning towards him, but we're fast enough to kind of like keep cycling around. This is kind of where I wish I had a little bit of damage on this this build. So Trunda's actually going to go for Hedgie this time, which is kind of nice. It's going to help me out a little bit, keeping Mr. Leo alive. We're going to try and do it again. We don't get it. So actually, with the Evoke set, do me a favour there. we're gonna A1 here. We do have AoEs coming in, and now we are in a very simple fight. It should have been simple. We're just not got enough damage on this Leo, right? He hasn't got the best of gear. He's speed teaming in the day, so I don't want to put crazy gear on him, right? And I only use him in that speed comp, so that's something I need to take and bear in mind as well. So we actually got quite a bit of stone skin here, and like, just gotta see. This guy is literally just in here with one ability. That's all I need from him. It's just like that. That's all I need. He does that, we'll be fine. And I just need to one-shot these Mortimer Carbs from Morales. That's the thinking. Oh, he's countered attack. Why have you done that, bro? The thing is, he's negative affinity to Mortimer Carbs, so if we do set off that passive, which will be really harsh, by the way. If we do, it's going to be for sure 100% night-night. I've weak hit there twice already. Now we do have AoE on E3. Doesn't have the best multipliers, if I'm honest. And as you can see, we destroyed a little bit with him because of the AoEs. Now I want to focus on Pythian. Oh, dear. That one hit set off them. It's just so unlucky to do. Okay, so try and keep Python alive. Should have actually possibly done the A2. Oh, we took him out. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting. Last couple of minutes. It's definitely gonna be interesting. I got no block buffs. I'm gonna play it anyway, so don't hit them out hard. Hopefully no weak hit. Doesn't weak hit, and I'm gonna clean up like so and take this. Thinking on the feet there a little bit with abilities. I kind of want to take out Rose first. He's not actually protected, which I kind of feel that's a big mistake on his part. It's kind of like he's just throw champions in here, if I'm honest. And just hope for the best. It's not really thought about team synergy. So I'm gonna go for Contractor, which we get. Nice. Contractor's now not being protected in by anyone. I'm actually just gonna try because of UDK. And you can see my problem already with if you hit hard enough. Like, she didn't even touch me. Ares has a really nice Contractor build, but it's like a +4, so I can tell you from like average nuker like Yannicka, and I don't think Yannicka's an average nuker, by the way. I think she's a really good nuker, but when you kind of compare it to like someone like Rhodus or something like that, you can kind of see the difference. When it's a +4, man, +4, got them extra bonuses. I feel like you kind of have to use them. Even with like a nuker with decent blessings, you know, like a +5 blessing, you get like 500 attack, 5000 HP, plus 225 critical damage, which is the same as a +3, right? So I might even be a +4. I think it's attack that's a +3. So, and you only need to get 4 stars on that. Right, there you are. We got speed team at the top. We've got a block damage comp at the middle. So this is gonna be traditional warlord team for me. So we're gonna go like this for so. And we're gonna bring in. So there's only no sheep really for me to worry about. And I kind of feel like I'm going to take him out anyway. Baron ignores block damage, so if you're struggling for live arena against Hellicats, Baron is your answer if you have one. And we just have like a Venus team down here, which is not really super complicated for me to deal with. So kind of just gonna come in with a triple revive, and we'll just take him out one at a time. We'll leave Mr. Cooper to this to a last minute. Again, more Stow Skin. A lot of people using Stow Skin on defense for speed teams. For me, it kind of makes no sense. I actually made a video on how to build like 3 vs 3 classic arena defenses. So if you guys are interested in that type of content, I will ping out at the end of this video. You're more welcome to take a look at it, right? So, and then keep an eye on for Tuesday. I am traveling abroad on Tuesday, I think. No, Monday. So I will be posting hopefully the plat video like Friday or Thursday. But the rest of the stuff you guys will just have to keep an eye out for. There is a account giveaway, and I'm also going to be making a video on how to reduce your gameplay or game time in Raid, and to go over a few bits and bobs and stuff like that. So we're gonna do like this, like so, and we'll try and cleanse. Don't cleanse, which is a bit annoying. Halleck actually takes a turn. That's really bad. So this is like a live arena team a little bit. Everyone's took a turn, and I've got a slow ass nuker, and that's why it's so beautiful. We have a slow ass nuker. I mean, come on, man. It's like, it just fits nicely, right? Even she revived, and just go in again. One of my favorite offense teams for sure. So, kind of want sleep cardio out because it'll be annoying, but hey ho. So we're gonna do the A2. I just like to open up the A2 with this team. Even that I knew there was no reaction because he took a turn. Just kind of like going with it because I know my rates is faster than my Dutches, and I don't really want to waste A3 without attack up, if I'm honest. Which Phoenix is just stripped, so never mind. Never mind, guys. Okay, so I have reduced some HP. We'll take her out. Take her out. And then we'll just wait like so. And obviously Cardiac's faster, so we should be honky dory. He's given us a little bit of a nuke. Nothing for me to worry about, if I'm honest. This Cardiac's really squishy, which is kind of makes sense if it's high resist or so. I'm pretty sure it's high resist. I think it's like a old school build of Foros. Sorry for Cardiac. Okay, so we do have the block revive, so I'm gonna go with A2. Should have possibly actually just 8-1, if I'm honest. But hey ho, it's done now. And we're gonna speed up and then try and take out cardio altogether. So I'm actually gonna A1 here. I'm gonna save the A3 because I don't really want him counter attacking, if I'm honest. Because he's do go quite a bit now. You know, we're pretty safe though. Like, I don't need to worry too much. And again, another 3-0 win, right? So I think that's like 3 in a row now. I've actually started pulling some wins together. Oh, it's 4 together now. So I started pulling some wins together. Like, it looks like Ram. Actually, it looks like Ram beat him as well earlier. 2-1. And I lost to the second team. So Ram is actually just playing on my account a little bit to support me. So it looks like he might have lost to Civic a few times because it's not me. This is kind of hilarious. Oh wow, Ram, I'm gonna have to give you some training in 3 vs 3. Okay, cool. We've got bits and bobs. We have 2 speed teams, right? So Warlord kind of makes this a little bit difficult. I can probably, so this team should be fine. It's just that my Leo against him, I don't really like Leo against him. You know, we can just use the Rose Killer, right? She's weak affinity to Valkyrie, but it should be okay. He's a bit squishy, like, but I feel like he'd be fine. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. If you've not seen the video on him already, of him being a Rose Killer, you're definitely missing out. I definitely recommend that you go and see it. So, yeah. There's one. Then we've got... You know what the problem is? See if he's going to sleep me. So it has to be Leo, because see if he's going to sleep me. Big brain grim. It was a big brain moment. Or a small brain. Okay, like, I feel like this is a good team. We can lock out UK and him. We can use Baron to get through Necrid. This is going to be a bit frustrating, getting locked out, but Rose should kind of be able to do his thing. Might actually swap Pythian out here and actually just come in with Raglim, if I'm honest, because Raglim's high resist, right? So it has to be like 860 resist. No, hold on, it has to be like 900 accuracy to kind of deal with me, because I'm just under 800. So about 800 in accuracy would lock me out, most likely, like 50% chance. So that's what we'll go with. We could actually just drop a resist Kaimar in here as well to kind of counter it as well, but actually it could be faster. The problem is actually our bolster set in it. That's the problem. Maybe we do bring in Pythian. Actually, you know what? Why am I worried? Because I have 2 fast revivers, man. They're not going to kill 3. These are in Stone Skin. Even if they kill these 2. No, she's in Stone Skin. These 2 in Stone Skin. She's in Protection. Okay, let's go with that. We should be fine. Even if they kill Rose, I feel like we can just revive and then Rose will come into the game, because she has quite a fast turn meter, right? So A3. Now I'm hoping Leo stays alive long enough to get his A2 off. So I will kind of just soften up the blow here with the A3, because see if he can sleep, and obviously this Rose is live with that ability. Ha! We can't attack him. That's what Leo is saying. Okay, it's a stun set, which is fine. We did get resist. It didn't even affect us, man. Cool. So I'm gonna try and get Trunda. It was a bit of a long shot. She does take me out in the end, actually, which is a bit interesting. We'll bring Mr. Rose back into this. Can't sleep just yet. We should be okay now. Trunda's cooldowns are kind of really long, which makes me feel very comfortable. We should take her out with A3, take Trunda out, and that's the win, which is going to be 2-0 Grim. Very easy for me to counter. That's why I don't run this type of defense on defense myself. Obviously you can kind of see my defenses earlier. It just makes no sense. So for me, it's too easy to counter now with all the good champions in the game. The meta being go second teams. I mean, anyone that's got 2 go second teams, so just looking to be CC'd, if I'm honest. So Baron actually went up attack up here, but he's still healed pretty fine, like so. And then we just need to reset and go again. Wait for Pythian to actually take a turn, because we want him to outrun Stone Skin so we can take him out. He again, it's better anyway, because if it's a high resist Pythian, it would make no sense to attack him. So there is the 5th win in a row. I'm on a roll now, like I'm doing quite fairly well. I feel good. We got 2 more to go. I mean, Fostov has a very big account. Pennywise is actually someone I've hit before and had fairly good luck against him. And as you see, there's 2 speed teams here, right? Now we already lost to a Necrid and Leo. We know how risky they are. So let's have a look. We're gonna go climb out at the top. There's barely sheep for me to worry about. There's like 1 sheep, which is a 5% chance, which is still quite high. You know, it's not gonna be easy for me still. We have another Rodus here, which is gonna be annoying, but we should be A1 Seafy and then be able to catch up with them pretty quickly. And then here's kind of an interesting one, because we do have a Leo. We can possibly... It's kind of tempting to use... we could actually drop Duchess here. And go Pythian. Actually, it can't even sleep me because I have Seafy in it. So I bring Duchess in and just hopefully just get him sheeped anyway, so he can't reset. 2 stone skin champions again. And his sleep is not, Kaimar's not as dangerous with his sleep as Warlord. So hopefully we can end this pretty effectively and make this kind of a useful little tool. I think this is actually the first time I've actually looked at my screen. And boink. Damn, bro. So Seafy's faster, so we're at A1. Now it has blessings on his side, which I think has actually slowed it down here. I don't think I critted. I think it was just the fact is I've been a little bit lucky. There we are, man. Leo again, counter attacks Rodus. I think that's the 2nd time he's done it now, which is really good. They can't obviously revive just yet, so Leo needs to just work on them. He doesn't need to work on them. He's gonna nuke them anyway. Oh, we lose the first stone skin, and there's no sleep, no sheep. I mean, it's kind of normal for me, to be honest. So there is no... I should have gone for Kaimar actually. That was a bit silly. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, now he's protecting him. Increase defense. This is going to help me stay alive. For sure. So the reason why I didn't go for Leo is because Necrod's protecting him and he's in stone skin, which is really annoying. You need to hit extremely hard to get through that. So we'll just wait and wait and wait. And that was a little bit of a problem, but again, I'm not too worried about it. Triple revive, right? It's kind of beautiful. If it's built correctly, it could be very powerful depending on the champions. But yeah, I kind of like this. I think we can take out Leo. We can, and then I'll take out Necrid because he was protecting Kaimar. And again, a 3-0 win, 6 in a row. I haven't actually lost at all, so it is a 100% win. But the 2 rounds is a bit annoying, right? Because I didn't lose any at time. So Pennywise, thank you for the 36 points. I appreciate it. You're more welcome to try my defense. Just make sure you take some thought into it and like your defenses. Pennywise, I'm not really scared of Pennywise anyway. I'm more at clowns, so I'll take it. Just need to pick on one last person. Okay. So this guy is Taunt off 6 bloods, 9. Interesting name, I suppose. Kinda need Warlord on all of them. Interesting. Triple revive here. And I don't actually need the Warlord at the top. So Warlord there. Gonna have to drop Ditchers. I actually need Dutchers in the other 2 teams. That team there, because that's a faster Warlord. No increased speed. It's really surprised he separated Rodus. Imagine separating Rodus from Seafy, but then use a Solus. Makes sense. I think Solus is a hard hit Nutka, but it's not really meta right now. Okay, so this team will get changed. It's gonna be a Duchess, Warlord, Cardiel, and Necrid. We're gonna go like that. So hopefully at the time he just gets sheeped a lot. Rest should be alright against Solus, in all fairness, not double hitter, AoE. You got 2 strict champions, so we got quite a bit of sheep in here. And then, yeah, Warlord should lock him out to be faster enough. Cardiel should be able to take out her, and then we should be able to pick off the rest quite easily. Depending if it's high resist, doesn't look like it by the PP. And then hopefully my Warlord's faster than him, and then we'll clean up the process afterwards. Now Rose is really good against Necrid, so he could just counter attack me 3 times and get the A3 right, and I'm in trouble. 3 times in a row, player room that I'm not sheeped. Can we just sort that out, please? Okay, so I'm gonna take out Kaimar first. Just kind of throw him off his gains. He does do quite a bit of damage, in all fairness. We'll put up increased defense now. Oh, he hasn't set up his AR correctly. That could be a game changer. I feel like I can A1 Seafy there. Oh, we can. Cool. There goes his Reviver. I just gotta stay alive long enough. Can't sleep him. Block buffs. Annoying. He's reset again. 3rd time. Cool. Okay, so I could take him out, and then he's obviously done his abilities, so I don't really care. We'll bring her back just for the flex. And Rose obviously will get cleansed, so I did the right thing there. I will actually sleep him. And like so. Cool, nice. And easy, nice and effective. Actually kind of forgot that there was a Seafy in here and it's going to go before me. I didn't take that into consideration. Ouch. That's just turned the tables a little bit. Okay, hopefully we don't finish with a lose here. Hopefully. Ah, oh, he's stunned now. This is becoming a little bit brutal for Mr. Torment. So the longer this fight goes on, the better it's getting for him. Obviously, I think he's actually built a high resist one here. Or got 3%ed. It's kind of a little bit of an odd build. I've lost Warlord. Obviously, Mr. Piggy is the 3 vs 3 king. With, I think he's a really good champion. I think it's something you can definitely build around right now with how powerful the meta is. This is not looking good for me. It's a shame that I didn't get 100% here. Yeah. Okay, so I definitely haven't performed that well today. My performance today is pretty bad. So obviously I'm having an off day. That's not good. But it's still it could be 100% because I'm going to finish him off here. Unless Rose has anything to say about it. He's not said anything just yet. And hopefully he doesn't say anything at all. It's so frustrating. Could I won that? I feel like I was a little bit unlucky. But good job by him. So let's take a look then at the victories. So he's 100% out of 10 fights, which is good news for me. We started badly with a 2-1 win, and then we went a bit on a roll for a while. So I lost 3 rounds, so level 89 ish. Okay, and I was pretty dumb in one of them, right? So yeah, I mean we're close anyway to points. So let's go in and show some gear. So who did we really use kind of regularly? We've shown Masifi before. Sifi is just fast, 6 piece protection. I try to get as much defense and HP as possible. The resistance, on, if I'm honest, is just to do with Hydra, because I use her in Hydra to change this piece of gear, and she's ready to go. The masteries are for Hydra as well, so just ignore them really. This is my Raglan. This is a 796 resistance at 210, 3200 defense, and 70,000 HP, which can actually be glyphed by quite a bit defense still, and stuff like that. So we will be looking at that, and then these are the masteries: unshakable, much resistance as possible, and then bringing in this spirit haste just for extra speed if we lose our champions. Cardiel, who is in a bolster set as well. Yeah, bolster set with good speed and good defense, so really tanky on the defense there, right? Like 4,500, that's because of the sheep as well. A 3-piece reaction, so really strong cardio builds. I've always had strong cardio builds, used to be high resist, I've changed them recently. And then time intervention for hit masteries. I don't see the point of going high resist on masteries because he has no resistance and he's built for arena. You don't need CUDK. Okay, so this is my Pythian build. Took bolt work, so he soaks up most of the damage. So if you put enough buffs out with him, he reduces the damage by 25%, and it's capped at that. Spirit haste as well, which is really useful to revive. Lasting gifts to extend the block buffs, and then extra masteries as well to damage reduction. And I'm a big fan of Baton Wisdom. Again, all the blessings pretty much for defense. Just go full sheep. Warlords are fast, over 300 with high accuracy, so like we're talking 750 accuracy. I'm not going to show you them. I'm not going to show you my stone skin duchess. It's just a high HP one, right? So that's something to bear in mind. This is a bolster duchess with high speed, high defense, high HP. She's a 4-live arena. That's it. Nothing going on with Arbiter. Just fast as possible to 382. She has the fastest gear. We have Turvolt. Turvolt's quite slow. He just needs to be quite slow. Cardiel with all that speed, very nice. And I just need him to do his thing, so he's fine at like 340. 300 critical damage once he buffs himself, and then he also buffs himself attack so he ends up with like 10,700 attack, with attack up from the A3, aside from the A2, but also Duchess also gives him that as well. Sorry, he doesn't give himself critical damage buff, it's a critical rate buff, so you can build up 70%. Kaimar. So Kaimar is roughly the same build as my Warlord with a little bit more accuracy. So one of my Warlords has more accuracy in this, and one of them doesn't. One of them has more speed. So yeah, obviously I use them quite regularly, so I don't want people to see them. If I start pushing plat, they could easily then just counter it and take a screenshot of it. So that's one of the reasons why I don't show it. I don't use Kaimar at all, so I'm not too bothered about that. Baron, we can see my Baron build. So we've got Hound Smasher as a tier 6 mastery, a really strong build. So we come down here with Killstake. I think these masteries kind of change. People are taking Shield Breaker a lot, and I haven't changed his masteries yet. So Shield Breaker could definitely give you more damage. It's definitely someone that I would take now. And then we have 7,400 attack, 100% critical rate. Slow speed because he's with Warlord and Kaimar a lot, so they protect him, and Duchess with a Veil, and 272 critical damage. We do have quite a bit of HP lift, rolls and defense, just to give him more survivability for defense. And these are his accessories, so I can bring more speed into him when I get some speed lifts. I'm pretty dry right now. I've been doing a lot of building, testing and stuff like that, so we're pretty low on the speed lifts. So there we are, chat. There is some of my builds. This is some of again another 100% win rate. I win all my fights right out of 10. I got 10. Didn't win all the rounds this time, unfortunately. I will pin my other video around here with all the rounds, so I did get 100% in. I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get 100%, but you can't win them all, and it is what it is. And I'm just going to blame fatigue, because I've been at work for 12 hours and now I'm recording for 1 hour and 12 minutes. So yeah, there we are. Hopefully you guys like this. Please remember that I'm going to be away on holiday, so my last stream is today on Sunday, which is when this video will go live. I'm trying out a new filter as well, so it's like trying to start everything going on in the background, like the fan and stuff like that, and testing. So if you hear anything, I do apologise. I'm just testing out new settings and stuff like that, which I'm working on. If you want to come and check out my stream in Twitch, grimreapertvraid, we're going to be doing lots of stuff tomorrow to do diffusions and probably some camp takeovers. Until from then, make sure you look after yourself, keep yourself well, and I'll see you guys after my holiday. We're going to have a couple of videos uploading over the time on YouTube, so keep an eye out. Some really useful videos coming. There won't be anything for Arena for 2 weeks, so I apologise for that, but it is what it is. And I still will be posting videos when I'm over there, but not as consistent. It won't be daily. It'll be like every 2 to 3 days, depending on my schedules. Till then, peace out and enjoy your evening.